Hello family, good things. This is Dr. Tim here at the United Nations. I'm making another video I did last year. I'm going to do a follow-up. I've been here for the past almost week now. It's been almost a week with about 8 students from BYU, Idaho and some colleagues. We're here to promote and protect the family unit. Now, you may remember, or if you didn't watch the video, you won't remember at all, but we're here because there's a lot of dangerous ideas for children, for parents, and for families, which also means there's dangerous ideas for society in different countries. Many of the countries here that we meet with, well, I guess I'll run through what we do, is we'll meet with a lot of delegations from different countries. I'll just give you a handful of the countries we've met with so far. I just met with Vietnam, and last year I was able to speak at a side event, or an event inside the UN that was sponsored by Vietnam. We've met with Libya, we've met with Burkina Faso, we've met with Fiji and Moldova, the country of Georgia, and Iran. Boy, and that was actually a very positive conversation. And it did not involve missiles, that discussion. It only involved families. So it's interesting as we meet with these delegations how many of them are wanting to keep the core family structure of a man and a woman and protect life rather than promoting abortion on demand, which is a lot of these ideas. There's so much money behind abortion on demand. They call it women's sexual and reproductive health rights, which I'm for. I'm just for it in a different way. And so is our organization that I'm with, United Families International. So we meet with them, and I'm surprised by how many of them are with us on these issues. The importance of parental rights, life, religious liberty, the core strength of the family, but how many of them are still learning that there is language in the documents that's actually anti-family and it's anti-life. So as we meet with these different countries, and there's, as you can see, many, many flags here. Love New York City, love this place, love the diversity. And did you know that it's actually a city ordinance that you're not supposed to honk in New York City? I don't think anybody follows it, but that's supposed to be a city ordinance. So, anyhow, we meet with them and we try to give them social science to help them be more informed, and we give them political documents, past UN documents, to find language that's family friendly, that's child friendly, that's parent friendly, that's sovereignty friendly, so they don't realize that, or I guess so they don't unintentionally vote for language that's harmful to the families in their country, because we really believe that every societal problem is caused by the breakdown of the family. Now, there's other problems that happen, other factors that come in, but the core problems to most societal, the core issue to most societal problems is the breakdown of the family, and the core solution is the strengthening of the family. And now it sounds Pollyannish or naive, but actually the best sociological and social science data has proven that. Yuri Bronfenbrenner said that the family is the most humane, the most economical, and the most powerful system known for building competence and character in a person. Not the government, not the educational system, not even NGOs, which is a non-governmental organization. It's really the family unit. Those things are important, but they need to be secondary to the family. That's how you socialize a human being. The Holy See, it has a representation here at the United Nations. They represent the Vatican, or the Catholic Church. I had the honor of speaking at one of their events inside the UN last week. I spoke on the importance of father-daughter relationships, and if you really want to empower women, because we're here at the Commission on the Status of Women to try to promote gender equality and women empowerment, if you really want to empower a girl more than any other way, you need to have fathers involved in their lives. Fathers, on average, for the most part, more so than mothers, promote in their girls stronger self-worth. Fathers have a greater impact in these areas than moms do. Self-worth, confidence, professional aspirations and achievement, education, and then of course sexual empowerment in the way that they make wise choices and they feel that they have healthy relationships with men, and they are better at dealing with men in authority. Fathers can instill all of that in their girls, and yet we keep trying to, from the outside in, trying to empower women. In fact, there's some second and third wave feminists here, unfortunately, that are trying to promote gender equality by having women step on men. Literally just, I mean, I'm going to try to illustrate this in an event that I'm speaking at tomorrow, but maybe have a girl step on me and stand up and say, you know what, I would never teach my daughters that if you want to get something, you need to step on somebody to get there. We need to have this organically done. If we really had strong families that understood how to have greater unity and love and resolve issues and disagreements and conflict, because every family has those things. If we had stronger families, no matter what your culture is, I think gender equality would naturally happen. Now there's some cultures in the world where maybe a little too heavy on the patriarchy, or maybe not just maybe, but on average and for the most part, we just need to promote strong families and help. Sometimes the dad's the barrier. He needs to be educated and learn how to be a better father and a better husband. But in the United States, it's just gotten out of control that men are being demeaned and stepped on. I'm sorry, Star Wars fans, I like Star Wars, but the last Star Wars movie was evidence, Exhibit A, that we are trying to demean men in fatherhood and say, look, every man in that movie, by the way, was an idiot. They were short-sighted, impulsive, and they always had to have a woman come in and rescue them. And it was always the women that were empowered. I think that's fine. I want women to be empowered and equal, but that movie was anything but. And if you look at the rampant problem we have in our society, men are living in their parents' basements after college. Women on average are, and for the most part, are graduating more from college, from high school, from masters and PhDs. And this, I'm not making this up, this is all statistically has been found. The data is there. So that's my spiel. I could go on and probably offended half of you, but oh well, because just trying to drop truth bombs. Not really, I'm just trying to help strengthen families. My students are doing a fantastic job here at the United Nations in New York City. But stay strong. Make sure that you know that if it's anti-man, it's actually anti-girl. If it's anti-man, it's going to hurt the girls, the daughters in this country, and the daughters of the future women. Real gender equality will be achieved through healthy, strong families, strong marriages, and by minimizing these threats that are happening to children. If there's a comprehensive sex education in your state, then you need to at least look at that program, because what's being promoted here at comprehensive sex ed is actually code for teaching your children to choose their own gender and to self-stimulate and to be sexually active at a very young age. All the developmental literature in child development is not for this at all. There's healthier ways to help children to be diverse and to be familiar with their bodies. I'm actually serve on the board for Educate and Empower Kids. You can check them out. It's a great way for parents to teach their children what's healthy intimacy and how to explore this in a developmentally appropriate way. So if you need some resources, let me know. But thank you for watching this long rant. And before you try to solve the world's problems, strengthen your own family.